So, everybody has put their headphones on. Hi guys, my name is Christos Martinis. I'm the coordinator, the campus academic coordinator at SAE Athens, and I'm also the interim MPP online coordinator, soon to be online coordinator for the Master in Professional Practice Program. So I'm here today to present to you the MPP online. Okay, everybody can hear me, we've got no problems with the connection. Okay, good, I'm gonna sit down. Okay. Okay, as I said, my name is Christos. I'm actually a Greek guy, but I grew up in Germany, so I speak also German. I spent 25 years here in Munich, not in Cologne, in Munich. So anything you want to ask, you can ask in German. I will translate into English and try and answer in English, because the purpose of this presentation was to do it in English so we can have it videotaped as well. Okay? Okay, what is the aim of the program? The Master in Professional Practice, in brackets, Creative Media Industries. It's actually a program designed for creative media practitioners who wish to extend, deepen and broaden their academic and professional expertise. Okay? The main features of the program are that it is self-directed and project-based, so it's a project-based learning program, which is a good thing, a very good thing to be honest. You can use the program to claim professional experience as academic credits. This is one of the main purposes, because normally you enter this program because you have already professional experience, or you have had the chance to earn a bachelor degree and had at least a year of professional experience. So this is one of the main features. The next feature, which is a great one again, is that you can study from anywhere, anytime, because it's a completely online program, apart from the blended versions, which I'm going to refer to in a bit. You get one-to-one monitoring from an SAE expert who is called the learning advisor. So you have a person that guides you through the whole process. You can at the end claim a Master of Arts or a Master of Science degree based on the nature of your project. So it's really up to you in which direction you want to go. And of course, the creative media industries term within the brackets you can change into any title you wish, depending on the nature of the project again. So the project, I mean, your master's title could be a Master in Professional Practice, and in brackets maybe game art animation, or professional audio design, or game design for film, anything. It could be anything, really. Okay, what is the program structure? It breaks down in 4 stages. We are talking about the program as it is going to be offered as of January next year, because we've been through a revalidation phase, and the program has been redesigned to become a better and more efficient program. I myself have completed the program a couple of years ago, and I can guarantee to you that the new program is really a more sophisticated one. I really wish that I could get the chance to do this one. So the program breaks down in 4 stages. Each stage lasts a term, normally a trimester, 4 months, so the complete program lasts 16 months. During the first stage, you get to study modules 701 and 702. The first module is the program planning module. This is the one which establishes the professional perspective for the module that follow in your program. You propose the nature and scope of your project and a learning plan to support it. So the first step is to think of what it is you want to do and form this into a learning plan which justifies what you want to do. The second module of the first stage is the module 702, which is the module addressing the research methods and the theoretical perspectives. And this module establishes the academic perspective for the modules that follow in your program. In this module, you propose the methods you will employ in your creative or professional research project and the theoretical perspectives that you will use to measure the success of the project. So in 701 you establish the professional perspective. In module 702 you establish the academic perspective. So in module 701 you plan, in module 702 you tell us what the methods and techniques will be, the techniques you will employ in order to get through the project and to prove that it was successful. Okay? After this, we get to the second stage, to the second trimester. This is where you get confronted with module 703. This is the review of learning module and the recognition and accreditation of prior learning. What does this mean? This, as I said before, when you come to the project, to the program, you should have extensive professional experience, at least 5 years, if you don't have a bachelor degree. This means that with this module, you're given the chance to reflect on the professional experience you had so far, and you're given the chance to turn this professional experience into academic credits. Okay? So this is a very important part. So, because in 703 you reflect on your professional life and try and understand what is it that I can do toward my project that I already know. I've got the skills already, but I have to prove that I've got the skills and I have to earn academic credits for these skills and knowledge that I already have. Okay? Then we move on to the sorry? What I didn't mention before is that the first stage counts a total of 60 credits. The second stage, another 60 credits. They break down, as you can see, to 30 credits, which you gain from the review process alone, and another 30 credits that you gain through the RAL process. If you fall short of this additional 30 credits, so if you don't manage to claim a total of 60 credits, then you're given a chance to do a small negotiated project, which we call 706, 707 or 708. Each of these can give you 10, 20 or 30 credits in total. So if you fall short of the second 30 credits, you can ask, by doing an additional small and negotiated project, you can ask for these additional credits that you didn't gain, that you didn't earn in the first place. Okay? So the third stage would be the professional development scheme. In this module, you will undertake professional development activities to extend, deepen and broaden your skills and contribute to the significance of your project. So this is the stage where you, after you have claimed the credits because of your professional experience, you now realize that you need more skills and need to learn more stuff. So this is the stage, this is the term where you attend either certificated learning courses or do smaller projects in order to develop professionally further. You need to add to these skills, to the knowledge, in order to accomplish the last stage, which is 705 and is actually the major project. So The first stage is the planning and the thinking about what is the question, what are the methods, so I'm refining the question, and what are the methods that I'm going to use to answer to this question. The second stage would be which skills do I already own. The third stage would be which skills do I need to acquire in order to go through to the last stage, which is the 705, in which you will realize and deliver a substantial and significant creative media project as a culmination of the master's program in general. Okay? So, again, a more analytical breakdown of the modules. In 701, as I said before, you develop your initial ideas into an integrated project and learning plan suitable for your program. The ideas are not limited to those submitted with your application when you apply for the program. Okay? The form of the project can be an outcome of a creative media practice, for example, a film, an audio recording, a computer game, anything. Okay? It could be an investigative report into a creative media issue or problem. It could be embedded in your workplace as agreed with your employer. We said before that this is a project-based learning thing, and the good thing about the master's program is that you can combine it with your full-time, or better said, your part-time employment. Because if you're working full-time, you probably do not have enough time to pursue a demanding program as the master program is. Okay? All projects must be accompanied by documentation of your research inquiry practices, the practice process, some form of textual analysis or explanation to support its position, and a critical reflection demonstrating evaluation and insight. Your learning plan will identify and integrate existing skills as being relevant to your project. It will identify and integrate new skills as being relevant to your project. It will support the development of a substantial and significant project by synthesizing your new and existing skills. It will also identify a strategy for your ongoing professional development after your program is complete. Okay, this is 701, as we explained before. It's a very vital step. It's the first step you take in which you think about what it is you want to do, and you also have to think about the skills you already have, maybe the skills you need to earn. You need to think about this stuff before you can proceed to the next stage. Also, as I said before, during the first stage, you have to complete 702, which is the module that addresses research methods and theoretical perspectives. As we said before, it is a module in which you establish the academic framework for your program. Okay? By doing this, you will underpin the research, development, and documentation of your project. You will be able to measure the success of the project, and you could also, and you will also be able to establish the significance of your project, not only in terms of professional development, of your own professional development, but in terms of the industry in general. Okay? The project needs to be significant to the industry. This is something I didn't mention before, but it needs to be significant to the industry. This is not something we do for ourselves in order to develop professionally. It has to be significant to the industry as well. Okay? So, in 702 you will investigate theoretical perspectives, or better said, ways of seeing the world that are relevant to your practice, to your project actually. This is the module in which you will refine these questions that you are asking yourself. the foundations of your project. You will also investigate research methods or modes that are relevant to your project in order to determine which are the most appropriate to address these research questions, issues, or problems that you are currently concurrently developing in MPP 701, which is the first module. Okay? Okay. Again, 703, this is the module that has to do with review of learning. You will critically reflect on your existing professional experience. You have to provide evidence in your CV, in your portfolio, and in your critically written reflective report. Okay? It is very important to understand that in 703, the process of recognizing experiential and certificated learning will lead to the accreditation of your learning. It is by claiming specific academic credits for specific knowledge and skills learned through your experience, using arguments and evidence presented in a CV, portfolio, and critically reflective report that you will be able to develop the tasks that are very relevant in level 7 studies. Okay, 704, again, the professional development scheme. As we said before, this is very important in terms of negotiating a schedule of professional development projects. It could be supervised work, as I said before, it could be short courses, it could be research project, it's really up to you. It could be done within SAE, it could be done outside the school, it could be done anywhere on Lynda or on Coursera, anything. I mean, this, as I said before, these are the skills that you need to acquire in order to strengthen your position. It all ends with the 705, which is the main project, the major project that you have to write during the last stage, the last phase of the project. This will be the last trimester, the last 4 months of the project. During this module, you will exercise your knowledge and full portfolio of technical, creative, and scholarly skills and abilities in a substantial and original work worthy of dissemination. You will also reflect your innovative approaches to solving problems and demonstrate technical mastery of your chosen medium. You will also develop a sophisticated and deeply personal understanding of your individual creative processes by conducting ongoing reflective investigations during the project. Okay, so this is where it all ends. You've been through the first 3 stages to come to the last stage, which is the culmination of the master's program in total. This is where everything is getting ripe and you are ready to submit your final work. And in regard to 703, as we said before, the project that has to do with the credits that you claim, if you fall short, as we said, you could do smaller negotiated projects like the 706, 707, 708. Each of them counts or gives you a different amount of credits, 30 credits for 706, 707 is 20 credits, and 708 is 10 credits. Again, the project could be a creative media project, an investigation into a creative media issue, anything that is relevant to your field or to your topic of interest. It could be a work integrated activity, especially for those who seek to combine the master's program with their daily job. Okay. Entry requirements. You either need to have a bachelor degree plus 1 year of professional experience, or if you don't have a bachelor degree, you need at least 5 years of professional experience. 5+ years. Okay? Also, you need to demonstrate that you are capable of self-directed study. It is very important to demonstrate that you are capable of self-directed study, because although there is a learning advisor that guides you through the whole process, you're actually studying by yourself with the help of others. Okay, so this means that you have to manage your time yourself, you have to be very motivated to pursue your studies, and of course, before entering the program, it is really wise that you prove to us that you are capable of self-directed study and very motivated. So this can be done through submitting your CV, your portfolio, if you have, and you should have an extensive portfolio accumulated by then, if you have more than 5 years experience. And of course, we need to do an interview with you on Skype or even on campus. I mean, if you're living in a city nearby, so we can check if you're capable of self-directed study, as I said before. The duration of the program is 16 months full-time, the 4 terms we were talking about before, 4 stages, each lasts 4 months, each gives you 60 credits. So 16 months for a total of 240 credits. Of course, if you're working or if you don't have the time, that much time to submit to the program, then of course you can choose the part-time version, which lasts double the time. So at the end, it's going to be 32 months and not 16 months. 32 months is a long time, of course, so I think it's going to be easier for some people to pursue this version. Apart from the completely online, we also have the blended versions of the masters. One is currently running in Milan. We have with us the coordinator from Milan for the MPP blended version, Elisa Rowe, sitting in the front row. So if you have questions in regard to the blended version, you can talk to her directly after the presentation. So apart from the fully online, we also have the blended version, which means that most of the stuff is getting handled locally on campus, currently in Milan, as I said. Of course, we still have the virtual learning environment. We still use Canvas or Moodle in that sense. But most of the supervision is done on campus. So this comes very handy, especially for people who actually need more guidance and maybe are not that capable of self-directed studies. Currently, we do offer the blended version in Milan, as I said before, and it's gonna start in Cologne here as of next year in May. Could be in January also, I've been told, but I'm not sure. The presentation states it's gonna be May next year, so I guess it's gonna be May next year. Okay. Normally the intakes would be, after it starts here in Cologne as well, or for the online version, for the pure online version, the intakes are always in January, May, and in September. As for the fees, the total amount is 7,800. It can be paid up front or in 3 equal installments. It doesn't matter if you do the full-time or the part-time, the amount is the same. So it's up to you if you want to split this amount onto 32 months or 16 months. It's really up to you. This was for the pure online version. The blended versions, because they have also the on-site supervision work and teaching hours incorporated in the program, are of course more expensive. Again, details in regard to the blended versions and in regard to payment for the blended versions, please ask Elisa, or I don't know if anybody from the Cologne school can answer the questions in regard to the blended version for Cologne in terms of fees. You should go to them directly. Again, question marks is for the fees. I don't know. I'm just here to present the essence of the program, so you should talk to the guys in at the campus. Yeah, some contacts. Dr. Greg White is the program leader and the dean of the Graduate School of Creative Media Studies. So he's the person in charge for all the master programs. He's our dean. I am, as I said before, the coordinator for the pure online path. Elisa, who's sitting here in the front with us, is the program coordinator for the on-site version in Milan. There's going to be also an on-site program coordinator for the Cologne version. Philip is the guy handling administration. This is actually the team, and there are also a lot of learning advisors currently, close to 13 if I'm not mistaken, speaking mainly German, English, and some of them Italian. So the languages we support are, for the online version are English, Italian, and German. Of course, for the on-site version, Italian, and for the on-site version in Cologne, German. This was it in regard to the MPP Online. Last thing, together with us is also Florian. Florian coordinates another master programs, which was actually the first master degree that a German campus has been offering for the last couple of years. This is in cooperation with the Folkwang University in Bochum. So if you want to ask about the other German masters, you can go to Florian directly. And again, as I said, if you have specific questions about the on-site delivery methods and options, you could ask Elisa. She has gained first-hand experience during the last year because she has been coordinating the on-site version in Milan. Anything else you want to ask, you can come to me directly, or if you have questions now, we can try and answer them now.